So I'm finally saying goodbye to my PlayStation 5. This is the original launch model with the Spider-Man 2 plates. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to use those plates for the PS5 Pro. Which is fine. The edition I have is a special edition anyway, so no need. But I am keeping my console. It's just going to be put in storage. And yeah, this is just me saying my final goodbye to it. And yeah, let's get over to the unboxing. So there's actually a diagram on top up here. You can't see it because of the camera angle. And on the side over here, showing you how to actually open this massive box, because they don't want you to open it from the top or the bottom. So this thing is very well protected, I'll tell you that. Here we got a diagram on how to take this sleeve thing off, which is pretty cool, I guess. So here we have the box itself, and let's see if I can show you this real quick. I'm gonna move this more this way. Here we got original PlayStation 1 etched onto the actual top of the box. I don't know how well you're gonna be able to tell, but here it is. It's kind of a light gray, and it's actually embossed onto the box itself. Of course, we got the PlayStation 5 Pro silhouette here as well, and also in a very light gray. The 30th anniversary, Sony, typical stuff. This is a very nice box too, and very heavy too. So here we have the PlayStation 3 silhouette, the original fat model that released back in 2006. So all of these are actually really embossed, so it's just nice. Back here we have the PlayStation 4, the original model of PlayStation 4 as well. So that's pretty cool, once again embossed. And I would assume the final side would have the original fat model of the PlayStation 2. I probably should have washed my hands before I touched this box, because I can see like dark smudges at the top after I handled the box, so that's my own fault. Okay. Ooh. So here we have the not original, but different types of PlayStation products over the years. PS3, we just got a bunch of stuff. And while you can even feel the embossing on this side as well. And the innard of the whole box is this pattern right here. According to the instructions, I have to lift it up like this. I'm going to have to put that to the side somewhere. Okay. Ooh. So here we have the actual 30th anniversary box. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell with the camera angle or how far away it's like zoomed out so I can fit this whole thing in frame, but there are the face buttons on the PlayStation controller that we all know and love that are etched, not etched, but they're printed onto this face side, and they're all running diagonally all across, all the way down. And then over here we got the PlayStation logo, 30th anniversary edition. And it looks like the pattern on this front side is actually on every side of the box itself. I'm not going to show the whole side because it's the exact same thing. It's all in this dark gray finish as well. Got to be careful not to damage anything inside. So here we have the actual console itself. Very gray, dark gray on the grills here and on the actual middle of the console itself. I didn't know that this was going to be gray. I thought it was just going to be the plates. And this box houses all the accessories that comes with this bundle. Here's a look at the console itself, right there, side. The other side, and the back side. Very cool looking console. It's actually super light too. So supposedly you can just take these off like this. God, I feel like I'm gonna break it. Oh yeah, don't like that one bit. Here's the plate here. So I'm actually going to be installing this thing, my SSD M.2 drive from my previous console. Might as well. Nice. Alright, now so we're at the other view. We got the original PlayStation, the PlayStation 2, the PlayStation 3, the PlayStation 4, and the PlayStation 5. It seems like it's the regular model for PS5 on here. Celebrating that 30-year anniversary. So here we have some type of folder. Ooh. Okay. So yeah, it's just a cover sheet, a little folder. And we have the 30th anniversary. It looks like a poster, but it's also in this sleeve that it has the 30th anniversary on it. I'll probably show you guys back in the other orientation so you can get a better look at it. But yeah, this is the poster. Okay. So now we get the meat and potatoes of the actual accessories in here. So I don't even know where to start with, to be honest with you. Okay. Well, it looks like this is an actual box. I guess it just slides out. Okay, looks like we got a DualSense charging station manual here. That's good. Okay. And now we have the vertical stand manual here as well. The standard stuff. I actually never owned a vertical stand. That is the smaller model. The DualSense Edge manual. And the quick start guide for the PlayStation 5 Pro itself. So this is actually in gray. The regular PS5 Pro, it's in white, and the way they packaged the Pro, the regular Pro, is absurd. I agree with that. So there's the manual for that, and then it looks like our safety guide. That was our quick start guide. This is our safety guide for the console itself, which is in regular white. And that's all that was in this box. It's just all the manuals and stuff, you know. The boring stuff people clearly never actually really care for. Just gonna put all this stuff back. And here we have a picture of a gift box, which I'm assuming it's gonna be all the extra little stuff that came with this edition. Which the box is like super tight. Oh god. Okay, so it looks like we have our 30th anniversary paper sleeve slip thing. Oh yeah, okay. It just shows you how to put on the clamp that goes onto your charging cable if you want to have it look like the original connector for the PlayStation controller. Then we have a paper clip here and cable ties, which honestly I have no real use for the cable ties or the paper clip. It's just a little addition, I guess. Well, it looks like this is our little connector for the controller to charge it, the little clamp to make it look like the original controller input. And here we have the a sticker, I think. I'm not sure. It feels, this is either a really like firm sticker or it's a pin of some sort. I don't know, we got that. Okay, now here's the paper clip. I'm not gonna open these because I have no real use for these. I don't know if you guys wanted to actually see these, but I'm sure other people have done unboxings that show that stuff off. And here we have the cable ties, well, color coded for each of the face buttons, which is really cool. If you know me, I don't really care about cable management. I'm not really uptight about that. If you look at my cable management for my electronics, people that care about this are gonna have a real nightmare with my cable management. I just don't care. As long as I don't see it, I don't really care what it looks like. So there you go. And right here we have our cables that we normally expect. This looks to be the connector to the charging stand for the controllers. I already have a charging stand for the controllers. That's why I know it's for those. It looks like we got 2 plastic stands for putting the console horizontally. And here are 2 more. I guess it depends on if you have the disk drive on or don't, is how you'll know. Actually, I do have the disk drive. I did an unboxing yesterday, which I'm going to feature in this video. And next we got the power cable, of course, the typical thing that you'd expect. HDMI cable, standard stuff. The actual connector to charge your controller to the console, which is also in the same gorgeous dark gray as everything else in this packaging. So that's pretty cool that they match this with the clamp if you decide to put it on there, which I don't know if I'm going to actually use that because I have the charging stand to charge my controller, so I don't see a real reason to actually do it. Here's another cable. I guess one is for the charging stand and the other one is for the console Okay, so I don't know if I should start with this or this. Okay, start with this one. Okay, so this looks to be our plate that will go onto the bottom part of our console, or the console I should say. Yeah, so if I want the disk drive, I can set that up. So here it is in a beautiful gray as well, and of course, oh look, it has a 30 on it. That's pretty cool. So I am putting on the disk drive like I mentioned, and yeah, I really want to have the disk drive on it, and I have a lot of physical games, so it makes sense to buy the actual disk drive. I did buy the disk drive literally the day they announced the Pro console, because I knew that if I would have waited until the console actually arrived, I probably would have had trouble looking for a disk drive. So I decided to buy it right then and there. I had the money, I could afford it. So I've had the disk drive for over 2 months now, so definitely going to be using it. So that was this. And this seems to be our vertical stand. It looks like we got our little, what you want to call it? Our little screw that goes onto the console to actually keep it in place. Which, surprise, surprise, I am actually not going to have my console be standing vertically. I'm actually going to have it horizontally. It's just like I've had a scare with my PlayStation already once, and I'm just gonna have it horizontal just in case. But this is also in a gray tone to match the console and the aesthetic as well, which is really nice. This is surprisingly heavy. I mean, the whole ring is metal, but it's nice they included this and they made it custom to where it's dark gray. And put this back where it goes. Alright, next we have here our actual controller stand. Here you go. Oh wow, it even has the logo on the PlayStation on there. So this is dark gray, this is light gray to match the aesthetic of the whole package. And this is really cool. And this was $1,000, and I think, you know, it's nice that they included these other extras. But I already have a charging stand for the controllers, so I'm going to be using that one still. And if that ever breaks, I will be definitely using this one. So I've already had one of these things break on me, my original one that I bought when I got my PlayStation 5 back in 2020. So I had to buy a new one, and now that I have a new one, you know, I don't have a need to actually use this for now. And here we have our DualSense controller. Excuse me. Trying to take this out. I'm putting too much stress on the thumbsticks, which looks like I'm not succeeding. Okay, here we got a look at the actual controller itself in the gorgeous gray and dark gray. So of course, love that they brought this back, the original color scheme of the face buttons, and of course the logo itself. Here we have the PlayStation 30th anniversary, you know, your standard labeling underneath that. And here we have the look at the triggers as well. Man, this looks exactly like the color scheme of the original PlayStation. That's really cool. I like how they had the dark, like see-through black on the D-pad as well. That's really cool. And even though I keep saying it, I'm actually not going to use this controller on the PS5 Pro, because I already have plenty of DualSenses, and it doesn't make sense for me to immediately use this one and somehow have it get stick drift immediately. I'd rather use the ones I already have, and whenever those develop stick drift, then I'll use this one. That's cool. And the last item in the box is of course the DualSense Edge controller. So trying to take this out without damaging it or anything like that. Ooh, that's gorgeous. So here we have the actual outer casing for the DualSense Edge. It's in the gorgeous gray as well. The light gray here, the original color scheme for the logo, and a dark gray on the zipper that goes around, as well as the little zipper, I guess clips. I don't know what you would call these, but that's cool. So opening this up very slowly, looks like we got our we got our cable here to charge the thing, or to charge the controller, or if you want to use it wired. And of course we got our DualSense Edge right here. Put that to the side right now. And here we got the dark gray innard as well, and we got our extra thumbsticks, or a little adapter to actually make the controller wired, and our different little buttons that you attach at the back of the controller if you so choose to. Gotta be careful with this thing. Okay. And here we have the DualSense Edge controller in the same color scheme as the regular DualSense. And of course we got our little function buttons here. This whole plate right here, the glossy finish actually pops out, so you can replace the thumbsticks if they develop stick drift. And of course, you know, here's a look at the DualSense Edge. So like I've mentioned before, oh look, there's even grips right here. I don't plan on using this controller right now. I already have a DualSense Edge, and it makes more sense to continue using that one until it wears out, and then I'll use this one. So I do plan on using this stuff. I do plan on using these items. It's just not right away, but it's cool to have nonetheless. And I really like the way Sony went about this whole packaging. So that's pretty cool. They did a better job with the packaging for this thing they did with the original PlayStation 5, as well as the Slim and the Pro. So that's nice for the $1,000 that you spend on this, that you get actual packaging that reflect that they actually care about the 30th anniversary of their system. So that's cool. So that was the DualSense Edge. Alrighty, the only thing I didn't get out of this whole package is the portal. I have no use for the portal. I don't feel like I'm comfortable streaming games on that thing. Not that I have bad internet or anything, I just don't want to deal with the what you want to call it, the latency issues that could occur, because I have little patience when it comes to that. So here's a look at the actual console and its orientation that I'm keeping it on. I have the one-piece mat there from my original console because it masks the disk drive spinning discs. But yeah, here's a look at the 30th anniversary logo there, and of course my number. So that's pretty cool, and of course the logo. So this is where the old PlayStation used to be, and this is where the new one's going to be. So all I gotta do now is plug it in, and surprisingly, these little stands that come with the console are surprisingly sturdy. I was thinking they were going to be like super cheap and they were going to be wobbly, but it's not. So that was the unboxing for the PlayStation 5 Pro 30th anniversary bundle. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I actually wanted to show you guys the poster. Oops, and they just fell out. Well, here's the here's the 30th anniversary folder that it came in, which is more like a sleeve than anything. And here's the actual poster itself. I think I am actually gonna get this framed, but I need to figure out where I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna be careful, try not to rip it, but it's a very thick piece of paper, so that's dope. So here we have the PlayStation symbols with all the different like PlayStation tech over the years, over the last 30 years, which is really nice. And apparently the other side of the poster is a piece of tech from PlayStation, and apparently every single poster that everyone got for this edition, the tech that is displayed on the back is completely different from one another. So, trying to do this here. For me, it's actually the PlayStation 5, which is pretty cool. Oh, wait, is it a Pro or is it a regular? Gosh. I think it's just the regular edition. I can't really tell if it's the Slim or not. I know it's not the Pro, but you can see it's all translucent, and you can see the machinery inside the system itself, which is really cool. If I'm going to display this, it's more than likely going to be displayed on this side, because I just find this one a lot cooler, in my opinion. I don't know, I may or may not display it, because I don't have that much wall space right now, or at all really. Not sure where I would even consider putting it. Maybe back here, but I don't know where I would put the One Piece posters. Thank you for tuning in and watching this video, and hopefully you enjoyed my unboxing of the PlayStation 5 Pro 30th anniversary bundle. I know it wasn't the ideal location to unbox it, but it's the best I could do. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.